Hello.
Hi.
We're here. You're muted.
It's good practice because he's doing the first Aliyah. So make sure that they're.
Oh my God, there's a.
Yeah,
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yeah,
Can you
you're
hear-
unmuted. Hi.
Oh, now I'm muted. Hold on, Bruno. There we go. Say hi.
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 Is Ruby? Devin?
Yeah.
Hi.
Pull your mask down for a second.
It's
Oh!
Oh.
How are you guys?
Oh, we're good. I'm sorry we're not with you.
That's okay.
Well, it's too bad. We would love to have been there.
Well, we're glad we can zoom you in.
Yep.
Yes.
Next best thing.
Yeah.
Me
I guess
too.
that's the upside to Zoom now is now people know that they can Zoom people who aren't here in.
Yeah.
So do I douche?
Hello.
I didn't get it.
Get what? Oh, hello. Blow kisses.
No. Lower your masks, both of you.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Very sweet. All right. I'm going to put my laptop back, so they'll see you more later, but I'm glad you guys got to say hi.
Yeah, thank you.
You.
Must be in charge of the computers. Now, do we unmute?
Yeah.
You're unmuted if you want to. You can have
Hey, how's it going? You guys are muted.
Hi.
Eliyana.
Hi, we can hear you now.
Good.
You guys look great.
Hi.
Hi, Eliyana. You look so great. Are
Thank
you
you.
excited?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she said, yeah, for the big day.
It is a big day.
It's a big day. Yeah, we're doing it. It was great. Boaz and Sienna showed up to decorate the house.
Oh,
And some community members helped us. They prepared all the food and they're over there now setting up the house with the food. And it's been really amazing. It's been a big whole community effort. Granny and Grandpa.
Eliyana, do you like it? Do you like your talus?
Yes.
Yeah, with the dolphin.
Came from Granny and Grandpa. Can you say thanks?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
She said, thanks, guys.
Oh, you're welcome. I hope you love your talus. We love it. We love you.
Okay, I feel like I need to go use your.
Where's Sue?
All right, we're gathering ourselves together.
Great hat,
I'm
Ben.
right here.
Oh,
Hi.
say mwah.
Hi.
Oh, mwah, mwah. Hi. Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, look
I'm
at
so glad you're here, and I think it's gonna be great. Like,
that. Sure.
we've had a bunch of Torah bat mitzvahs online, and people have loved it. I mean, it whatever way people can join, it works really well.
Oh, you look beautiful,
Okay,
dear.
I gotta go get ready.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. You want me to stay up here with you? Yep. Okay. Ben, they need yarmulkes. Well, it's these one too. It is? Right. No, no, floor for what? You're good. It's all good. Why are them? Yes, I've watched. You're doing great. You're already doing great. I don't think we're gonna have trouble getting on.
Great. Love it.
Maybe spend the whole time here.
Love it. Love it. I'm gonna turn this back. Folks on Zoom, it is great to see you. Thank you for joining us. Shabbat Shalom. Happy Hanukkah. We will get going in about 2 to 3 minutes, so just sit tight. Really great to see y'all. Hi, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. And happy Hanukkah. And Mazel Tov to the extended Latham Shears family. This is really exciting. This has been a long time coming, and yeah, it's just wonderful to be with you guys on this Shabbos, on Hanukkah, on a beautiful sunny day, and to be celebrating a really, really important day in Eliyana's life, and one that we've been, you know, she's put a ton of work into preparing for. So I'm really excited. I think I'm in a little bit of disbelief that we're actually up here this afternoon, and I'm sure that is only magnified by some of you in the audience, friends and family. So thank you all for being here. Thanks for the folks who are joining us over Zoom. This is going to be, you know, a service that is, because it's a Shabbat afternoon, a lot of you might be unfamiliar with the service, so I'll be doing my best to kind of lead you along as we go. We're going to start with a song together. I believe it's one of Eliyana's favorites. We're going to start with Hine Matov. The words are Hine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. How nice and how sweet it is for friends and family to be gathering together, which is certainly a great sentiment to be starting this bat mitzvah off with. Hine matovu manaim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matovu manaim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. And hopefully you all have a blue book open in front of you. Also, just one quick reminder for those of you who are on Zoom, I'm going to ask you to keep yourselves muted. It's great to have you on Zoom. One of the big downsides of Zoom is that if anyone, as great as it is to sing along, if even one person sings along, that means no one can hear anything. So just try to keep that in mind, and certainly if we can see your lips moving, even if other people can't hear you, we know all your energy and intention, voice is there. So we're going to start with the afternoon service. Hopefully you have a blue book in front of you, and we're going to turn to page 226 and begin with the Ashrei, which we'll read responsively. Ashrei Oshrei Veitecha Od Halucha Selah. Ashrei Shekachalo. Ashrei Shadonai Elohav Tehillah LeDavid Aromimcha Elhai HaMelech Bavarcha Shimcha Leolam Vaed Bechol Yom Avarcheka Vala Shimcha Leolam Vaed Gadol Adonai Mulameod Velido Ato Ein Cheker Dori Shabach Masecha Ugvurotecha Yagidu Hadar Kevod Hodecha V'divrei Niflotecha Asicha Vezuz Naratecha Yomeru Ugduatcha Asaprena Zecharav Tuchayabiu Vetzitchatcha Yiranenu Chanu Nurachum Adonai Erech Apayim Ugdal Chased Tov Adonai Lakol Verachamav Al Kol Maasav Yoducha Adonai Kol Maasecha Vechasidecha Yevarchucha Kevod Malchutcha Yomeru Ugvuratcha Yedaberu Lehodia Livnei Adam Grotav Uchvod Hadar Malchuto Malchutcha Malchut Kol Amim Umemshaltecha Bechol Dor Vador Somech Adonai Lechol Hanoflim V'zokef Lechol Hakfufim Einei Kol Echis Aberu V'atanoten Lahem Et Ochlam Beito Poteach Et Yadecha Umatzvia Lechol Chayratzon Tzadik Adonai Bechol Drachav V'chasid Bechol Masav Karov Adonai L'chol Korav, L'chol Asher Yikrohu Bemet, Retzon Rav Yasev, Et Shavatam Yishma V'Yoshiem, Shomer Adonai Kol Avav, Ve'et Kol Harishaim Yashmid, Tehillat Adonai Leverpi, V'varech Kol Bashar Shkocho Leolam Va'ed, V'anachnu Nevarech Yah, Me'ata v'ad olam, hallelujah. And we will turn to page 229 and rise for the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, Be'alma livrach yirtei v'amlich malchutei, B'chayechon u'v'yomechon, Uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael, Bagala, Bagala, Uvizman Kari V'meru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Leolam Me'ol Me'ol Maya, Yitbarach, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpar, V'yishoma, V'yitnaseh, Vitadar, Vitale, Vitalal, Shemei the Kudesha, Brichu, Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imeru. Amen. And we are going to stay standing and turn to the bottom half of page 229. And Ruby, I am going to invite you up to open the ark. And we're also going to welcome up Julie to help pass the Torah down. And Mac, you're going to come up for this one as well.
I think I'm gonna take it out.
Yeah, but first,
Okay.
open it up, Ruby. Vayehi binso Aharon, vayomer Moshe, Kuma Adonai, v'yafutzu oivecha, v'yanusu misanecha mipanecha, ki mitzion tetzei Torah, Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, udevar Adonai miYerushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah, Baruch shenatan Torah, Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. And one of the underlying themes of this bat mitzvah is kind of all of the really awesome women in Eliyana's life who are setting an example for her. And so I'm going to invite her mother, Sue, to take the Torah out, pass it to Julie, who will pass it to Mac and help us walk around the room with it.
Did I give her the small one?
Yeah, and Eliyana is going to be carrying around a small Torah along with us as we march around the sanctuary and give people an opportunity to.
Yeah. Do we have to hold it for a break?
You can pass it to Julie and then to Mac, and then Mac will hold it.
Okay.
And then, Ruby, you can close the ark, please. Mac, you got it comfortably?
Yeah.
All right, and if Mac and Eliyana want to come join me up here, and we will say the Shema and then Godlu.
All right.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Face that way. Gadol Adonai iti, unerom ema Shemo yachta. Page 230.
Are you there?
Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. One sec. Yasher Koach. All of our Torah carriers.
What?
And you all may be seated. You can hang on to that.
Ready?
So a main part of our services on Shabbat is reading a passage from the Torah. We break the entire Torah up into approximately one portion per week. And in the mornings on Shabbat, we read a full portion. In the afternoons, we actually read just kind of a preview of the next week's portion. So we're gonna have 3 short readings this morning. If any of you grabbed one of these big, heavy red books called the Chumash, this is the copy of the Hebrew Bible, the Old Testament, however you know it, the Torah. And so we'll be reading three short readings for that. We also call up one person to kind of have the honor of blessing the Torah before each one of those readings. So we're on page 274 in that book, and this is the moment where those of you over Zoom are actually going to have the premiere experience versus those of you in the room, because Ben's father, Bruno Schurz, is going to be called up for the first Aliyah. I will turn up the volume on my computer as loud as it can go. Yeah, you can definitely come up. And he's going to say, I'll call him up in a second by his Hebrew name, and he'll say the blessings over the Torah. And Bruno, it looks like you're unmuted, so give me just 1 second, and I will call you up. Oh, look, there's Rabbi, yeah. Hey. Vatigale v'tremochotolinu zmakarov v'achon pleitatenu pleitatamo beit Yisrael l'cheinu ches rachamim l'artzon v'nomar amen. Hakol havgol l'heinu tu kavod ha'torah ya'amod rishon ya'amod ben Sion ben Melech v'chana rishon Baruch shenatan Torah l'Moshe b'kedushato. V'atem hadvikim b'Adonai Elohechem chayim kulchem hayom. And Bruno, whenever you're ready with the blessings.
Baruch es Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam. Asher bochar banu mikol ha'amim, v'nosan lanu es Toraso. Baruch atah Adonai nosein ha'Torah.
Amen. And that was nice and loud and clear. Maybe you all did hear that. Amen. Vayigash elav Yehuda vayomer bi'adoni. Yidaber na'avdecha davar beoznei Adoni vayichar apcha be'avadecha ki chamocha kefaro Adoni sha'al et avadav le'mor hayesh lachem av o ach vanomer el Adoni yesh lanu av zaken v'yeled zikunim katan ve'echav meit Vayivater hu levado le'imo ve'aviv ahevo. Back to you, Bruno.
He's muted.
Oh, we'll get there.
On his side, he's muted.
There we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam. Asher nosan lanu Torah emes, v'chayei olam nosa b'sochenu, Baruch atah Adonai nosein ha'Torah.
Amen. Yasher Koach to the proud grandfather. And we will continue with the second Aliyah, which continues on page 274, we're on verse 21, and it is my honor to call up the very proud parents together, who are already up, but they're going to walk around to this side. Ya'amdu ben Yamin ben Sion Ufredel, Verut bat Abraham Vesara, Lalia Hashniya. Right there.
Baruch hu et Adonai HaMavorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai HaMavorach Leolam Vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Vatomer el avadecha horiduhu elai, vasima einai alav, vanomer el Adoni, lo yuchal hanar lazov et aviv, vazav et aviv vamet. Vatomer el avadecha, im lo yered achichem hakaton itchem, lo tosifun lirot panai, vayehi. Kia alinu el avdecha avi, vanaged lo et divrei Adoni. Yep.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah temet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. And now for the third and final aliyah of the day. It is my privilege and honor to call up the bat mitzvah girl herself in her glorious dolphin tallis. There was a gift from her grandfather for her first aliyah as a Jewish adult. I'm going to hold that one. You'll hold the other one. Tamod, 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 Habachura habat mitzvah, Eliyana namachava bat Binyamin verut v'aliyah hashlishit.
All right.
Right there.
We're ready to go. Baruch hu et Adonai Hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach leolam vaed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach leolam vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai.
Notenu Torah.
Vayomer Avinu shuvu shivru lanu me'at ochel. Vanomer lo nuchal laredet im yesh achinu hakaton itanu v'yaradnu ki lo nuchal lirot b'nei ha'ish ve'achinu hakaton enenu itanu. Vayomer avdecha avi elenu atem yedatem ki shanayim yeladili ishti vayetze ha'echad me'iti va'omar ach tarov torah velo re'iti ad hena uchachtem gam etzeh me'im panai v'karahu ason v'horadtem et sevati v'ra'a she'ola. Ve'ata kivo El avdecha avi v'hanar enenu itanu v'nafsho kishura v'nafsho Baruch, oh, we gotta kiss first. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai.
Notain HaTorah.
Notain HaTorah.
Amen. Yasher Koach and Eliyana, you are so eager to do the next step, which is dressing the Torah, but we got to lift it first. So I'm going to ask you to step aside, and we're going to call up your friends. Boaz and Sienna to lift and dress the Torah. And Eliyana, I know that you are going to be helpful with dressing the Torah, so it'll be a little bit of a team effort.
Yeah.
Great. And we are going to rise for Hagbah as the Torah is lifted.
Wait up, guys.
So you just kind of want to, you've done this before? Great, just leverage it against the table and I'll help make sure. No, Eliyana, we're going to lift it all the way up and he's going to sit in the chair and then we'll dress it. V'zot HaTorah asher shel Moshe lifnei b'nei Yisrael al yad Adonai yad Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, Torah, Torah. Get the wooden yacht to one, two. Torah, tziva lanu Moshe. You may be seated. Eliyana, throw down one of these posts. I'll fix that later. Don't worry about it. Awesome. Thank you, guys. We'll take this from you. That's your call. You can go back to your seats.
You're doing great. How am I doing?
All right, and in case that wasn't enough action for you, we are now so excited to have Eliyana and Noah up here for Eliyana's really, really awesome Dvar Torah. So get geared up in your seats.
So our Torah portion today is about Joseph. So we're going to read this together. A long time ago, a baby was born named Joseph. His dad Jacob was very excited. Even though he already had a lot of sons, he decided that Joseph was
The best baby.
the best baby. Joseph had many brothers. When Joseph got older, he talked a lot about how great he was. He did not always listen to his brothers, and he hurt their
Feelings.
They tried to be a good brothers to Joseph, but he was not very good to them. When the brothers had to go to work and take care of the
Sheep.
he did not help. Joseph was,
Sad.
yeah. The brothers became,
Mad.
they did not want to have Joseph around. They told him to.
Go away.
Joseph was sent far away. Joseph did not want to leave, and he became very,
Sad.
and he was also feeling,
Lonely.
yeah. He missed his dad, and he missed his brothers. He felt sorry that he had hurt their feelings. He was sad he had not helped with the sheep. He decided that if he had another chance, he would say he was,
Sorry.
and he would be a better brother. Many years passed, and Joseph grew up to be,
A man.
and but he still missed his dad and all of his.
Brothers.
He worked hard, and he tried to be happy, but his heart was sad. Would he ever see his brothers again and be able to say he was sorry? But one day he had the biggest.
Surprise.
All of his brothers
He did work.
came to his work. His head told him to tell him he was sorry. His heart told him to be a good brother and give them a hug. So he said he was. What did he say?
Think so. Didn't.
What did
Sorry.
He said he was sorry, and he gave them
Hug.
a hug. And for the rest of his life, he always tried to listen to them and respect them and help them and not hurt their feelings. 14 years ago, I was born, and I was a very cute,
Baby.
just like Jacob. My mom and dad were,
Vaccinated.
they were very excited. When I was younger, I tried to listen to my sisters and be kind. Sometimes I made mistakes, and I had to say I was,
Sorry.
yeah. I do not have sheep, but I do help at home. What do you do at home? Well, you help with the dishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what about this one?
Drinking.
Taking out the recycling? Yeah, and what about this one?
And paying for groceries.
Yeah, helping with groceries. Yep, and laundry too. Sometimes my sisters make mistake and they hurt my feelings too. We all practice saying that we're,
Sorry.
and we give each other,
Hugs.
and we have a kind words and a gentle body. Now I am growing up and I am learning about,
About the Torah.
yep, and Joseph, yep,
And Joseph wasn't.
he wanted to be a good brother,
Wanted to be a brother.
and you want to be a good,
And I'm a good sister.
yep. And you're gonna tell everybody why sisters are important. Why are sisters important? What do they do? Sisters
Help.
help. And
I
what
got
else?
to know.
You got it.
And sisters. And
Yeah, they take care of you.
hear you. And sisters love you.
They love you. I promise I'll try my best to always
Help.
help and,
Here.
yeah, and listen to them. And what about this one? This is a big one.
And love you.
And love them. Now that I'm growing up, I am responsible for
Me.
you. That's right. Thank you to my sisters, my mom and my dad, and all the people here who love me. Thank you all for coming to celebrate with me on this special
Day.
day and learn the words of
The Torah.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom, Yasher Koach. That was great, Eliyana. That was so awesome. And Noah, you deserve a big thank you too. That was a remarkable team effort. And once again, I would like to call Ben and Sue back up to share the Shechianu with Eliyana, and also to share words of prayer for her.
Do you have the Shechianu?
I can find it real
I think
quick.
Shechianu v'kiyamanu v'hiyanu l'zman hazeh.
Yes, I'll
Okay.
get it open real quick anyway, just in case.
Hey, Babs.
And Sue, you guys
How you
don't
doing?
necessarily need that, as long as
Okay.
you're talking towards the,
You're great.
so the Shechianu is right down there.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehachianu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh.
Amen. And let me just read that in English for the sake of everyone here. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe, granting us life, sustaining us, and enabling us to reach this day together.
Eliyana,
Yeah.
may you live to see your world fulfilled,
May you be our link to future worlds.
and may your hope encompass all the generations yet to be.
May your heart conceive
Here.
with understanding,
May your mouth speak wisdom,
and your tongue be stirred with sounds of joy.
may your gaze be straight and sure,
Your eyes be lit with Torah's lamp.
your face aglow with heaven's radiance,
Your lips expressing words of knowledge.
and your inner self alive with righteousness.
And may you always rush in eagerness to hear the words of one more ancient than all time.
So you guys can all sit down together, at least for a minute, and while you get settled down there, I just want to share my own words of the Mishaberach for, they're not my own words, they are the Jewish tradition's words of the Mishaberach for a bat mitzvah. You can stay up here if you want, you can go sit down if you want. Mishaberach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarifka Rachel v'Leah Hu yivarech et Eliyana nama Chava bat Benyamin verut. שהגיע למצוות ועלתה לכבוד המקום, לכבוד התורה ולכבוד השבת. הקדוש ברוך הוא ישמריה ויחייה ויכונן את ליבה להיות שלמה עם אדוני אלוהיה, להגות בתורתו, ללכת בדרכיו, לשמור מצוותיו, וישלח ברכה והצלחה בכל מעשה ידיה. יזכו הוריה לגודלה לתורה וחופה ומעשים טובים, ותמצא חן ושכל טוב בין אלוהים ואדם, ונאמר Amen. May God, who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless Eliyana, who has come for an aliyah upon reaching the age of mitzvot, with reverence for God, respect for Torah, and Shabbat. May our God protect and sustain Eliyana, helping her to be wholehearted in her faith, to study Torah and fulfill mitzvot, and to walk in God's ways. May her parents rear her to maturity, guiding Eliyana to the blessings of Torah, chuppah, and a life of maasim tovim, good deeds. May she find favor before God and the community, and let us say Amen. So I think Eliyana's favorite part of bar and bat mitzvah services are the candy. She is also incredibly sensible and realizing she doesn't want to be here to have candy pelted at her. She just wants to run up and collect it. So I'm going to go duck in the corner. We're going to sing Siman Tov and Mazel Tov. We're all going to throw our candy at the bima, and then whoever wants to come up and help Eliyana collect candy, please do so. Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Yehelanu, 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 L'chol Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, L'chol Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, L'chol Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, L'chol Yisrael. And we'll continue with the service in just a minute. There's a lot of candy up here, even for Eliyana. So if any of you who are on the younger side or are feeling the energy of being on the younger side, come up and grab some candy, because otherwise we have to stay afterwards and sweep it all up.
I win.
Don't be shy. And in just a moment, we'll continue with the next part of the service. It's really good.
Hey.
And for the next stage of the service, we're going to switch gears a little bit. And I know this is, in fact, a really important part of the service to Eliyana, who takes such pride in kind of being able to heal and provide comfort to others. One of the mainstays of our synagogue services here are doing a communal healing service. And so I'm really glad to invite up Sharon Wintner, who's going to lead us in our communal healing service. We'll start out with a song together that's on the back inside cover of either of the books you have in front of you. And then after that, we have a tradition of including names of anyone who needs healing, anyone we're holding in our hearts. Sharon has a list with her. If there's anyone else you'd like to include, we'll pause at the end and we'll invite you to rise and include any of those names. Folks who are tuning in over Zoom, if there's a name you'd like to include in the healing service, please put it in the chat and I'll read them after Sharon's done reading names.
So as Alex said, let's please begin with the song that's on the inside back cover of either of your books. Please join me. Mi sheberach avotenu mikor habracha limotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Misha berach avotenu v'imotenu, Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov, Moshe v'Aaron, David u'Shlomo, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah, Bilha v'Zilpa, hu yivarech v'yirafeh et hacholim b'nei Avraham v'Sarah, b'nei Adam v'Chava. May God, who blessed our ancestors, bless and heal all those in need of it now. Shoshana Bat Pinchas V'Chana, Doug Klosterman, Nancy Concanon, Tom Miller, Mayor Ben Fega V'Aaron Yitzchak, Dennis McNeely, Jess Kramer, Alexis Watson, Bob Jelly, Bruce Mallory, Alan Mann, Joanne, Fred Gates, John O'Brien, Jacques Mansey, Carol Barker, Ken Bosi, Sharon Morel, Chana Bat Rivka, Chaim Gedalia Ben Chana, Rachel Barcelona, Kara Smoley, Adam Stander, Ann Perlman, Chana Esther Bat Ayala Hadar, Dvasha Sarah Bat Chaya Rezel, Yehuda Yosef Ben Bunza. We know there are many, many others in need of healing. Anyone here who knows the name of somebody you would like to specifically include, if you would rise now, we can continue by including any of those names. Barry, would you start down here? Ben? Barbara Ann?
Julie Lavenberg, Evan Austin, Ginny Byron, George Parisi, and Melissa Humphreys.
Thank you. And we know there are others whose names we may not be aware of, but let's hold healing thoughts in our hearts, in our prayers, for everyone who needs it. Ba'avur she'anachnu mitpalalim ba'avuram, b'ishchar zeh hakadosh baruch hu yimalei rachamim aleihem, lahachalimam ularapotam, ulahachazikam ulahachayotam, v'yishlach lehem mehera refuah shlema, refuat hanefesh urefuat haguf, Shabbat himilis oker refuah krova lavo hashta ba'agala v'zman kariv, v'nomar Amen.
Thank you so much, Sharon. Yasher Koach. We are now going to turn back to our blue books, and we're going to turn to page 148, and I'd like to welcome up Josh Schurz to lead us in the prayer for our country. Just stand right there on the ass. You can take the mask down if you're ready.
Our God and God of our ancestors, we ask your blessings for our country, for its government, for its leaders and advisors, for all who exercise just and rightful authority. Teach them insights from your Torah, that they may administer all affairs of state fairly, that peace and security, happiness and prosperity, justice and freedom may forever abide in our midst. Creator of all flesh, bless of all inhabitants of our country with your spirit. May citizens of all races, creeds forge a common bond in true harmony to banish hatred and bigotry and safeguard the ideals and free institutions that are the pride and glory of our country. May this land under your providence be an influence for good throughout the world, uniting all people in peace and freedom, helping them to fulfill the vision of your prophet. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they experience war anymore. And let us say,
Amen. Thank you so much.
thank you very much.
And now the proud older sister. Devin, if you will please join us for a prayer for the state of Israel, which can be found on page 149.
Avinu Shebashamayim, Rock and Redeemer of the people of Israel, bless the state of Israel with its promise of redemption. Shield it with your love, spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them. Crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy, and let us say amen.
Amen. Yasher koach. Thank you, Devin. And I would now like to welcome up Althea John, who's going to be reading a different sort of a prayer for peace, a poem by Mary Oliver, Summer Day.
Hi. Summer Day by Mary Oliver. Who made the world? Who made the swan and the black bear? Who made the grasshopper? This grasshopper, I mean, the one who flung herself out of the grass, the one who was eating sugar out of my hand, the one who was moving her jaws back and forth instead of up and down, who was gazing around with her enormous and complicated eyes. Now she lifts her pale forearm and thoroughly washes her face. Now she snaps her wings open and floats away. I don't know exactly what a prayer is. I do know how to pay attention, how to fall down into the grass, how to kneel down in the grass, how to be idle and blessed, how to stroll through the fields, which is what I have been doing all day. Tell me, what else should I have done? Doesn't everything die at last and too soon? Tell me what it is you plan to do with your one and wild and precious life. Mary Oliver. I just wanted to say, Eliyana, I love you so much.
Thank you so much. And we are now going to turn forward a whole bunch of pages as we get ready to return the Sefer Torah to the Ark. Mac, are you carrying it around again? Sure. Why not? All right, and Eliyana, if you want to come grab your Torah, you might have to leave one of those dolphins down there if you want to carry the Torah too. Or we'll just see how well you can juggle. We are on page, and Warren, if you could please come up here and open the Ark behind us. And we are on page 232. And we'll rise to march the Torah back around.
You're done.
Got it?
Yeah.
Great. And we rise on 232.
Am I following you?
Yes. Yeah, hallelujah, et Shem Adonai, ki niskav shemo levado, hodo al eretz v'shamayim, v'yaretz So she'arim rashechem, usu pitzei olam, v'yavo melech hakavod, mizeh melech hakavod, Adonai izuz v'gibor, Adonai gibor melchama. Seu she'arim rashechem, usu pitrei olam, v'yavo melech hakavod, מיהו זה מלך הכבוד, אדוני צבאות ומלך הכבוד סלח. Can you move those little door, please? Did a great job putting it back. He's not in a great place. In 1 second. And we are on the last 3 lines of the page. Eitz chaim hi lama chazikim ba v'tomcheha meushar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha Shalom Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Chadesh Chadesh Yameinu Chadesh Yameinu kekedem Chadesh Yameinu, Chadesh Yameinu, Chadesh Yameinu kekedem. Amen. And you guys can close the ark. Thank you both. You're on a one-woman show today. Even if she is going to leave me hanging. All right, we are going to stay standing just to place just so you all know where we are in the service. We're on page 233. We're going to say a short prayer, and then we are going to enter into the Amidah, which literally means standing. We start that together, and then we take a short opportunity for silent prayer and reflection. After that, we come back together with Oseh Shalom, and we are pretty much done with the service. So we're probably about 10-15 minutes out, just so those of you who have not been to a mincha service before and are wondering if you're going to be here all afternoon, that's what we're looking at. So page 233, the Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah be'alma divrach yirtei v'amlich malchutei b'chayeichonu v'yomeichonu v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala ba'agala uvizman kariv v'meru amen Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach Leolam leol meol maya yitbarach yitbarach v'shabach v'yitpar v'shomam v'naseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'imeru amen. And we will continue on page 234b. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'lehavotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot U'Mevi Gol Ivnei Bneihem Leman Shemo B'Ahava Melech Ozer U'Fokeinu Moshiach U'Magen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham U'Foked Sarah Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayei Meitim Atarav Le'Oshia Mashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed Mechayei Meitim Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofei Cholim umatir asurim, umekayem emunato, lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umido melach, melech memit umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, ne'manata lachayot metim, baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hametim. Page 235. Nekadesh et shimcha ba'olam, keshem shemakdishim oto b'ishmei marom, kakatuv al yad neviecha, v'kara ze el ze v'yamar, kadosh, 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 Adonai tzevot, meloch ol haaretz, kevodo. Liumatam Baruch Yomeru, Baruch Kivod Adonai Mimkomo, Udivrei Kachecha Katuv Le'mor, Yimloch Adonai Le'olam, Elohayich Tzion Le'dor Vador, Hallelujah. Le'dor Vador Nagi Galecha, Netzach Tzachim Kedushatcha Nakdish, V'shivchacha Eloheinu Yipiloi Moshlamed, Ki HaMelech Gadol v'Kadosh Ata Baruch Ata Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. We're going to take a couple minutes for silent prayer and reflection. If you're following along in the book, it goes from page 236 to page 239. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imeru. Amen. Before we move on to the conclusion of services, I just want to share what I promised would be a very brief Dvar Torah before we wrap up this afternoon. I've been thinking a lot this week because of this wonderful bat mitzvah we're celebrating today, about kind of some of the similarities and overlaps between the process of becoming a bat mitzvah and of celebrating a bat mitzvah, and really the way we celebrate Hanukkah. And I'm seeing kind of a lot of familiarity, a lot of overlap between the two, and not necessarily in the most positive way all the time. Like, I think with both Hanukkah and with celebrating a bar bat mitzvah, it's really easy to miss the point, right? Like, the things we get really excited about for Hanukkah, we get really excited about presents, we get really excited about latkes, we get really excited about candles, but even candles themselves aren't quite the point, right? And with a bat mitzvah, or when a family is celebrating a bat mitzvah, we get really excited about a party, we get really excited about seeing friends and family, we get really excited about, maybe buying a new dress or something like that, but none of that is the point, or it's not exactly the point. Certainly having family here is so important. Certainly with Hanukkah, I think what's really at the core of Hanukkah is celebrating the different ways that we strive to bring light into our lives. And when it comes to celebrating a bat mitzvah, it's about, as a child becomes an adult, as we hit this point in our lives, it really is about accepting responsibility and about forming our own Jewish identity. And so all those things that we get excited about primarily, the things like the party, the things like the fancy clothes, Eliyana, you felt a prey a little bit to getting really excited about the candy, but that's okay. That's all secondary to just see how excited and how wonderful it is to have you in synagogue. And see how great it is. You're probably more eager to stand up here on the bima than I am. And I usually like being up on the bima. But you're always so excited to be in shul. You're always so excited to be with your family. You're always so excited to take part in Jewish life. And it's really, really wonderful to get to celebrate your bat mitzvah and give you a chance to take credit for all of that wonderful energy you put into your Jewish life. And I've seen you work with Noah. I've seen you read your Torah reading. I've seen you do the blessings. I see you wear your awesome, beautiful talit. And you embody so well all the important parts of what it actually means to become a bat mitzvah. And I'm really, really proud of you and really, really happy for you and your family. And I'm just so excited that we got to celebrate your bat mitzvah today on Hanukkah. So Mazel Tov to you. You're welcome, Eliyana. We are going to turn to page 247 for the full Kaddish. If you would like, you can stay sitting. I know some of you prefer to stand. Yitgadal v'yikadash me'rabah, be'alma divrach yirtei v'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yamechon v'chay d'chol beit Yisrael, b'agala v'zman kariv v'meru, amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach, Le'olam yomei omaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitbar v'yitramah v'yinaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal shmei d'kudesha, brichu, le'elam v'kol berchatav v'shiratav, shchatav v'nechamatav, damiran be'alma v'yimeru, amen. Titkabal tzorotahon, d'chol beit Yisrael, kadam muhon v'yishmaya v'yimeru, amen. Yehei shalom rab min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru, amen. Oseh shalom imromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol Yisrei tevel v'yimeru, amen. And on page 248, we rise for the aleinu, 248. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, latei gedula leotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kemishbechot hadama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, vegoralenu kechol hamonam, v'anachnu korim, umishlachavim, umodim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shehu Noteh Shamayim Ve'oseh La'aretz, U'moshav Yikaro B'Shamayim Yimal, U'shchinatu zo, Begavhei Meromim, Hu Eloheinu Ein Od, Emet Malkeinu Efes Ulato, Kakatuv B'Torato, V'yadata yom v'hashevota el levavecha, ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim, v'shamayim imal, v'al haaretz mitachat einod. And the last two lines on the page. Kakatuv b'Toratecha, Adonai imloch leolam va'ed, v'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. And page 249, in just a moment we'll say the mourner's Kaddish. You may be seated. This week, Congregation Avas Achim marks the Yortzeiten of Eleanor Grossman and Morris Edelstein. May their memories be for a blessing. And if anyone would like to join me in the mourner's Kaddish, please rise and we'll do so now. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach yirtei ve'amlich malchutei, be'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam u'mei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei, v'yitadar v'yitalei v'yitalal shemei d'kudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shalom rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom mimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. And it is now my honor to call up Barry Salloway, a good friend and vice president of the congregation, to present a present to Eliyana on behalf of the board. Stand on the X so people can get home.
So, Eliyana, this is a job which your mom used to do. And it's a job which is really important because it's really the first present in behalf of the congregation that you get as a bat mitzvah. So I'd like to present this on behalf of the congregation and your synagogue and your family and all your dolphins, your first Kiddush cup. And
And we have one more presentation from Noah Bork, who is Eliyana's bat mitzvah tutor, and they've been working really hard on a really special project and another gift for Eliyana.
Eliyana, we have your book. So Eliyana and I have been working on what it means to be Jewish and to be a grown-up Jewish person, and we talked about how great God is, and you want to say amen to that?
Amen.
Amen, all right. And we talked about people that mean a lot to us in our prayers, and we asked for God's help to help us help others, and to help us take care of the animals of our world and our beautiful planet. And Eliyana, can you tell them about how you glued them all down? How did that work? You turn them over. and then you had to, was it a lot of glue or a little bit?
One glue.
Yeah.
Flip it and stick it.
Flip it and stick it. And that's the key. Flip it and stick it. And we flipped it and we stuck it, and we have a siddur for Miss Eliyana. And Eliyana, this is for you, so you can take this every time we have, not long services, not long, but whenever there's a service, this is your prayer book. You need 2 hands. Right, but you guys can all look at this. You're gonna drop? Okay.
And I definitely encourage anyone who gets a chance to flip through that siddur. It's a beautiful story of Eliyana's life. It's a beautiful story of what it means to be Jewish, what it means to pray. It's really, really a work of art. Just a couple quick thank yous and yasher koachs. First of all, yasher koach to everyone who helped participate in the service this afternoon. Thank you to Max Scanlon for the AV. Thank you to Ed Schenker, who I believe was keeping an eye on the door. And a big thank you and yasher koach to Noah for working so hard with Eliyana and so hard with the whole family to make this as wonderful a service as it was. Also, of course, thank you all who are here. Thank you all who are tuning in on Zoom. And there were also a whole bunch of other people in the congregation who kind of helped move the wheels along so that, so that this could be as easy a lift as possible for Ben and Sue. So thank you to everyone who's been working on this in the background. For those of you who are looking for a little bit more Jewish content today, we'll be doing candle lighting in Market Square at 5:30, both tonight and tomorrow night. Otherwise, anything else that you guys want to say?
I just want to say thank you to everyone who's here today. We have from far away a guest from Israel, and people have flown in for this event, and then also our friends across the country who are online. This means so much as a family to have all of you here. About 2 weeks ago, I realized that I really couldn't get everything done, so I contacted the Chesed committee and said, can you please help me? And so many people have come forward to help us to bring food to our house today, and a bunch of kugels were made, and the Mandel family has been helping us prepare and plan. And today Boaz and Sienna came with Jasper and set up all the decorations. This really just wouldn't have happened without all of you helping us. We really needed it, and we're so appreciative of all the help. So anyone who's available in Newburyport, even if you weren't at the service, you're welcome to come to our house. We're going to have an incredible nosh together, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Sue. I think what we're going to do is finish out with one more round of Siman Tov and Mazel Tov. And then folks who are online, I invite you to stay online for a minute. I'll call Ben and Sue up to the computer so that they can say hi. Folks who are in the building, you can make your way on to whatever the rest of the day is bringing to you. But let's close it out together with one more strong round of Siman Tov and Mazel Tov. Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Siman Tov, Yehelanu, 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 Lechol Yisrael, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, Israel. Mazel Tov, Shabbat Shalom, Happy Hanukkah. Thank you all, and have a great rest of your Shabbat. Folks on Zoom, feel free to unmute yourselves and say hi to everyone. I think Sue is on her way. Great. Turn this on. You can, yeah, I did. Is that okay?
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for coming.
Hey, Sue. Hey, Sue.
Hi, Sue.
Hi,
Eliyana.
Hi, Betsy and Sean.
Hi, everybody.
Mazel Tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov to you.
Patty.
Hi.
Mazel
This
tov.
is wonderful.
Mazel tov, congratulations.
How was it online? Was it okay?
Yeah, it was perfect.
Beautiful.
Great.
Augie and Karina were on.
Oh,
Are
really?
they still there?
Mazel tov.
Amy.
Hi,
Hey,
Joan.
Grandpa.
Hi, Debbie.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Hi, Cheryl. Hi,
Hey,
Ben.
Uncle Josh.
Hi, Ben, Felissa.
Oh,
Hi.
Betsy, Sean. Hi, Betsy. Hi, Sean.
Mazel tov.
Oh my gosh, it's
Hi,
Ben.
Jason.
Hey, Ben.
Cheryl. Hi, Patty.
Hi, how are you? Mazel tov.
Thank you.
That was amazing, guys.
Great.
Great day.
It
Hi,
really is.
So awesome that you were able to
Hi,
be with us
Eliyana.
online too.
Hi, Eliana. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov, Eliyana.
Mazel tov. Can you say hi to Patty?
There's Patty.
Hi, Eliyana. I love your dolphin.
There's Granny and Grandpa.
Beautiful.
And
There's Sean and
Doug
Betsy.
and Mikhail. There's
Amy
Doug and
Wallen.
Mikhail.
Hi, Eliyana. I love your hat.
There's Ben.
Dolphin.
Rabbi Ben.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Of course, we wish you could be here.
Mazel
but-
tov. Yes.
Amy, hi, Kristen.
Bye.
Okay, we're good.
Hi, everybody.
Kristen.
We're
Hi,
heading to our
Cheryl.
house.
Hi, Mel.
Going to party now.
Yeah.
Oh, he just said to you.
Hi, Ben. Hi,
Have
Felissa.
some
The old
scotch.
rabbi just said, hi, Mel. Oh, I thought you did that in the camera.
I just wish
See
everybody.
you guys soon. We're coming for a visit sometime soon. Baruch Hashem.
What's that, Ben?
I said we're gonna hopefully come soon. We miss all of you guys. We'll be
I know.
It would be
for
so
too
good.
long. We'll be up there.
I'm so glad you were here today. I was
So
so
glad to
excited.
be here. It was wonderful. Thank you for inviting us.
Of course.
Kristen, thanks so much for coming.
Oh, my pleasure.
No.
Beautiful service.
I
Beautiful.
know.
And of course,
it was
if
great.
anybody local, oh, she's gone.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
Kristen, if you want to come by, feel free.
Thank you.
If you guys have time. Dad?
Patty, if you want to come by, you're free to.
Yes.
Hi.
Dad, do you want to Zoom? Do you want me to set up a Zoom when I get home?
You want? Sure. I don't know how long we'll be on it, but sure.
Okay, I'll set one up. I'll email you and text you when I email you the link.
Yeah, Mazel tov.
Thank you.
It was beautiful.
She did great.
He was
Huh?
wonderful.
Wow, amazing.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Like, she just
Ben,
impressed me.
we're out of town, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry. We're out of town, yeah. But no, thank you.
Well, I'm so glad you could see it on Zoom.
She did amazing.
Amazing. I'm like,
Amazing.
she totally showed up. And we had no idea until like yesterday. It was like, I felt like I was rolling the dice. But she did a great job, so.
Beautiful.
All right.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you.
Ben, wonderful. It was wonderful.
Yeah. And you were awesome, Dad.
Yeah?
Yeah. And we could all hear you really clearly on the computer.
Oh, wow.
So it was great.
We don't know how to put our picture up.
We can see you. We can see your picture. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, we can see you guys.
He did do a good job. He's got that Aliyah down.
Yeah, you nailed it.
How are you, you proud father? Huh?
You want to say hi to Alex, the rabbi?
Sure.
I want to say hi.
Oh,
Hi.
hi. What a
guys,
wonderful
Mazel tov.
service. Thank you. What a wonderful service.
It was
It's a
beautiful.
wonderful family. I am just a little bit of conduit. They did all the hard work.
Well, your kindness showed.
Alex is amazing. So he pulled it off with us.
Yeah,
No,
take
no.
yeah, you deserve a deep breath.
And
And a sigh.
Yes.
And a mazel
a
tov.
couple of sides.
Mazel
Yasher
tov
koach.
to- Yes,
You
there we
too,
go.
Alex.
Mazel tov to everyone.
So, all right, we're gonna head home so we can get started, and I'll send you a link, Tab.
Okay.
See you, Lori. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. Shabbat shalom. Mazel tov.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Let's see.
Well, I'm gonna walk to
menorah lighting. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish getting my stuff done.
So will I eat before then? Are you thinking